Good morning, guys. So we just woke up a few hours ago. I did all my morning errands, like walk the dogs, took care of the gardens, took care of the greenhouse, cleaned the house, responded to emails, stuff like that. I'm so hungry right now. I haven't done any exercise yet, but I'm really craving French toast, so that's what I'm gonna make. This recipe is on my website, which I will link below for you guys. And I'm gonna make a few modifications just because I don't have some of the ingredients, so I'll show you what I'm using. Alright, so I got 3 pieces of this, I buy this sourdough wheat bread by Trader Joe's. Totally vegan, there's no oil or anything in it. So I'm gonna use this. Alright, so then in a small bowl, we need to combine some ground flax. I'm gonna make half the serving, but I'm gonna measure this out. Anything that's kind of like baking, I always measure. So we have 1 tablespoon of ground flax. I don't have any oat flour, so I'm just gonna use buckwheat flour. Use 2 tablespoons of that. I think we need some, let's see, vanilla, pinch of salt maybe. So I'm gonna put a tiny bit of salt in here. And then just like a dash of vanilla. And then I think we just need nutritional yeast. A little bit of nutritional yeast in here, which I guess just gives it kind of an eggy flavor. And then I'm just gonna add some soy milk into here. I really should have done this. Yeah, I need a bigger bowl. So you actually want to make this in a flat, low bowl like this, or a plate, because you're going to be dipping the bread into this. So I'm just going to whisk together the dry ingredients really quick. And then we're just going to add soy milk until it's thick. And it will thicken more as it sits because there's flax in it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take my bread. I'm actually gonna cut this piece in half because it's really big. And we're basically just going to, let me see if I can film this. Basically just going to dunk it and then flip it over. And then we're just gonna put it on the griddle. Woo! Got done with my breakfast. I'm going to drink my nettle tea and edit. I have so much stuff to edit. I think I have 2 more videos to edit. The thing about this series that I love is that it's just so easy to keep vlogging every day and showing you guys what I'm doing. I don't have to come up with like a ton of content. I mean, I'm just filming myself and what I'm doing during the day. So I have so much stuff to edit, and it's helping me be very consistent, which I really like. So I just got done editing. I have 2 sweatshirts on right now, sweatpants, leggings, thermal leg warmers. It's just, I have a desk in our garage that I edit in, but the garage isn't heated, so it's really cold out there. Anywho, I was responding to some comments people had on my last video, and I get a ton of questions about my watch and this activity tracker, which I told you guys is a Garmin VivoFit. I feel like people are very obsessed with activity trackers. I used to be. I wear this mostly now just to track my steps and stuff like that, but I don't actually I don't believe any of the calories or anything like that on here, which I'm going to explain right now. And I have my glasses on just so I look smart and you guys listen to me. Just kidding. Alright, so if you look at my activity tracker, the last 7 days, it shows you all of my activity, all that kind of stuff, calories I burnt, which actually this is it's pretty accurate, but it's only counting for this 7-day average. It's only counting, you know, half of today. So if I actually look at my last week, which this week it's saying I burned 15,000 calories the last 7 days. But last week, when it counts the entire day, it says I burned 17,146 calories. So if you take that and divide it by 7, I think it's 2450. So 2,450 calories it's saying that I burn per day, which is very wrong. And I know this for a fact because about a month ago, I did an experiment where I wanted to figure out exactly what my total daily energy expenditure was. And I've even had tests done, like biodynamic bod pod kind of tests that have told me my energy expenditure is 2,300 or something like that. And it's not. It's actually 2,065 is how many calories I burn in a day. So if you're interested in figuring out how to figure out exactly how many calories you actually burn in a day, I will let you know right now. So back in October, I did this experiment where I weighed everything I ate for a week. I wasn't trying to consume any amount of calories. I was just weighing everything I was eating to get a very accurate picture of how many calories I was consuming. And mind you, this was before I was eating high carb, low fat. So I was eating a lot of fat and stuff like that. I was eating 1,765 calories per day. So what I did was I took my weight for 3 days in a row and took an average of that. I tracked my calories for 7 days from that time period. And then after those 7 days, I took my weight again for 3 days, averaged it out, and this is how you figure out your total daily energy expenditure. What you do is you take the amount of calories, the average, so you take 7 days, my average was 1,765 calories. I lost 0.6 pounds in this time period. And during this time, my Garmin said that I was burning 2,329 calories per day, which was pretty wrong. So what you do is you take the amount of weight that you've lost or gained, so 0.6 times 3,500. So I had a calorie deficit of 2,100 calories. I take 2,100, I divide it by 7, that's a 300 calorie deficit per day. All you do then is you take 300 and you add it to the average amount of calories you were eating every day, and that is your total daily energy expenditure. So I burn about 2,065 calories per day. I think I'm gonna try this experiment. Maybe I'll vlog it for you guys because you're so interested in how much fat I eat, my calories, my macros, and my vitamins. So maybe I'll vlog it for a week. Let me know if you're interested, because what I'm interested to see is if the number has actually changed since I've been eating high carb, low fat, because your body does metabolize carbs a lot differently than it metabolizes fat and protein. I'm also a little bit more active, but I am really just interested in seeing if my total daily energy expenditure has changed. Okay, so I just cooked the beans for an hour on the Instant Pot. Look how creamy these things are. I barely blended them, and they just turn out so perfect. Just make sure you soak them for at least 24 hours and then add in extra water. Oh, so good. So I'm not super hungry, but I really wanted to try the beans, so I just made a little taco and put some of this Trader Joe's pico on there. And then I just added a tiny bit of this carne asada. This is probably the only plant-based meat that I would still kind of eat during, you know, trying to lose weight, being high carb, low fat. Just because it's pretty low in fat. It's basically just wheat gluten based, and it's so good. I'm just so addicted to this stuff. Honestly, it's the best plant-based meat I've ever had. You guys are good boys. You can have a donut, okay? Just don't tell Papa. Don't tell Papa. They love these little handmade all-natural doggy donuts I got them.